Boom! Hey, yo, what's up, everyone? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here on this YouTube channel, totally for free, where myself, other THD Pro Trader moderators, and special guests drop golden nuggets and provide you with some free lessons that can help you become better traders and investors immediately. So if you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. Take a moment, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also, share this live stream on your own social media. Let's reach out, empower, and educate as many retail traders as we possibly can. But why should you listen to anything that I cover on my lives? I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working for a hedge fund in New York City. My first job right out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. But before they ever let me touch $1 of their money, I first had to go through an intensive training program. I had access to some of the top trading tools, and I was part of a community of like-minded traders that helped ensure my success. And that is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is based on here now today. Folks, I got a special guest, a couple of special guests that have joined me here tonight on our live stream. I got a fun, action-packed live stream in store for you guys in just a moment. I'm going to be bringing on my partners in True Trading Group. We're bringing on Adam, you guys know him as should. We're also bringing on Jason, the Wolf of Wheat Street, Spatafor, to help me break down and introduce our very special guest joining us here tonight. Then we're going to, after we go through that, I'm going to talk to you guys about GameStop and AMC. The meme stock mania, is it back? GameStop, AMC going absolutely berserk here after hours. We're going to talk about why, and we'll talk about what I think these stocks do next. Also, huge profits today on a swing trade. I told you about it yesterday. If you caught my lives, if you didn't, this is why you got to subscribe. It's why you got to turn on your notifications so never miss out on these. I told you yesterday what stock it was that I was buying yesterday. Today, monster move today. Congratulations on my THD fam that caught a triple-digit gain in just a 24-hour period. We're going to break down that trade, and I'll walk you guys through exactly what I think that stock does next. Then we're going to talk, of course, the overall markets. Is it safe and sound? The crash seems like it's over. The market's back in rally mode. What happens from here? We got a lot to cover. We're going to break it all down here tonight. Let's not waste another second. With that being said, folks, I want you to give a big, warm TTG AO to my partners in True Trading Group. Everyone welcome Adam and Jason, the Wolf of Wheat Street, Spatafor.
Hey, everybody.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Adam, is that a sniper trading robot I see on your sweatshirt?
It is.
It is a sniper trading robot.
It is.
That's right. That's right.
It's actually a green
classy with the solo cup, my man.
I'm a classy guy. What can I tell you?
I think it's actually a green screen. I'm naked. It's a new filter.
Nice. I like it. All right, gentlemen, what do we got rocking today? We got a pretty cool live stream in store for us tonight. We got a special guest joining us. Tell me what's going on.
A lot of pressure on Jason right now. So here, Jason, you have the privilege of introducing a good friend of yours right now.
Yeah. So I'm going to introduce Penny Lane BBM. Some of you might have seen her on Twitter or caught her podcast, Penny Lane podcast. She was recently just featured in the New York Times. Not because she's this wizard that knows everything, but because she's taking her journey, learning how to trade, learning how to be consistently profitable. She also happens to be a friend, and a couple of weeks ago, and I'm sure she'll get into this, she seemed to be struggling a little bit, so I gave her a little bit of a challenge. And it's a challenge that I do with a lot of members in True Trading Group to basically learn how to trade options because, there's a lot of noise out there, and, happy to report that she has had her longest consecutive winning streak ever. And it's not by trying to hit, home runs. It's, very measured, exercise that we've been doing. And she's
going to let her tell it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to let her tell it. But, yeah, I'm waiting for you to bring her on. So,
well, I was waiting till you say please welcome, and then
Please welcome. Put your hands together. Smash that like button for Penny Lane Blaine.
Hey guys.
hey.
Jason, I feel like you nailed that intro. You brought out the Wall Street Journal or the New York Times.
I got
You
you.
have some deep friendship info there.
Wait, hang on one second. Guys, please welcome Penny Lane Blaine. I found
Adam has new sound effects. He's very excited about this for our lives.
I am. All right, so I am kind of the official resident interviewer of our guests on here. So we'll start off with a little warm up questions. So first off, without getting into too much detail about the trading and everything else, maybe give us a little bit of background on yourself, who you are, how you got into trading, kind of walk us through that a little bit.
Sure, happy to. I started a real estate company with my mom 16 years ago. I'm now the director of marketing. I run that whole thing. It was very interesting building that company with her. I'm also a professional painter. I've been featured in Traditional Home, House Beautiful, publications around the world, multiple galleries around the country. And all of that's like a very, very creative side of me. When COVID happened, like the rest of the world, I was stuck at home, couldn't go to my studio, started trading, started on Robinhood, bought Workhorse, thought I was a genius, became quickly addicted to that. I've always wanted a podcast. I mean, painting truly is my passion, but I did not feel like it was something that I could talk about endlessly. We just published I started a trading podcast 1 year ago. We just did our 75th episode. Each episode's about an hour long, so I'm probably over 100 hours live talking about trading. And this week we broke into the top 200 investing podcast on Apple.
Nice.
Awesome. What's the name of the podcast?
Nice. Penny Lane Podcast.
Nice.
Yep.
Folks, make sure you check out Penny Lane Podcast. Make sure you guys check that out.
We'll put the link in the description below.
Jason's been on twice. It's a different podcast because it's trader interviews, but it's geared toward the everyman. And I like to ask the questions that literally every other person would be embarrassed to ask. Like, what does buy the ask mean? Or something along those lines.
Right. No such thing as a stupid question. That's what I like to tell everybody. Asking questions is how you learn. Everybody had a day one at some point, you know? Everybody had a day one. You gotta remember that.
For sure.
All right. So okay. So you got into the stock market around COVID, which is kind of like what everyone, just like you said, what everyone was doing. And what made you start a podcast, though? I mean, how did you get into the stock market and then immediately decide we're going to start a podcast and it's going to be based on telling people about whatever you guys are discussing? But how did you get into that podcast?
My really great friend Hugh Henney and Dan, Deity of Dips, started a podcast, and I thought it was just the greatest thing I'd ever heard. And honestly, I wanted to be on their podcast, but I was like, I'm a nobody. That's why I started. I was like, I could be on their podcast. I want to be on their podcast. And I felt like, as I'm almost 40 years old, a middle-aged woman with 2 kids, I deserved a voice in this story. And what's happened in trading the last 2 years, I firmly believe that there will be a movie, a documentary. I mean, it's historic what's happened. And I just thought I wanted a voice and deserved a voice in that story. So
tell us a little bit about that story. What is it, in your opinion, in your eyes, that you've seen happen that you feel deserves a movie or more recognition?
in the market overall.
Yeah.
I just think the incredible influx in trading that's happened over COVID and then sort of culminated with the AMC GME squeeze is historic. I love the idea of the retail traders banding together. I mean, stocks for the last 2 years have been major headlines in a way that prior to that, I think people felt like you had to have a degree in finance, you needed a stockbroker, there were barriers to entry that people no longer feel. And then I think there was a fairly ugly backside to that story as well, like major influx of traders. And then a lot of people we're seeing them now flow out of the market after, I mean, the market right now is not the same as it was in 2020 or as it was 1 year ago today. And it's been brutal. So I think there's two sides to that coin, which it makes it historic in a way that deserves a movie.
What about trading captured your interest? Was it, was it the money? Did you, was it something like, personal to you? What was it about trading, or what did trading represent to you that you felt, I need to be a part of this and I want my voice to be heard in this?
My dad was a trader in the 80s. He died recently before I ever got involved in the stock market. So I think that there is a little bit of honoring him, I guess, that I really like. But my all-time favorite thing about trading is it doesn't matter who you are, where you came from, if you're born to money, if you were born poor, like literally the market does not care. And it is a great equalizer. And you come and you work hard and you battle your demons, and it is up to you. It's the American dream. You come, you work hard, you can make money, and you don't get a freaking leg up by being privileged or whatever.
So you said something interesting. Work hard. You believe the stock market and making money in the stock market involves hard work?
I think the work that you have to do on yourself to be profitable in the stock market is the hardest work you're going to do in your lifetime.
Tell us about that.
I feel like trading is like like in the Harry Potter, when he's looking in the mirror and it's showing him his greatest desire, it's like that, but the opposite. Like you're looking in a mirror and it's showing you the worst, nastiest parts about yourself. Like I didn't know I was greedy before I started trading. I didn't know I was stubborn. I didn't know that I wanted to be right. I didn't know I was competitive. I didn't know these terrible, terrible things. And I've had to systematically go through and address each of those weaknesses in my personality. And I think that I am a stronger person, a better person. I like the person that I am more. But people come into this market thinking that they can follow the right person, buy the right call, that this is somehow going to be easy and they're going to be able to skip from jail back to home and collect their $200 without putting that really, really, really hard personal work on themselves. And it's impossible. There's no shortcuts. Like you have to do the work, and I prize doing the work.
Okay. All of that stuff is true, right? And in my opinion, anyways, it's very true. And I think what's cool about it is that you don't need me or Mike or Jason to tell you that it's true, because you've lived it. So you've experienced it for yourself. Just like you said, when you bought Workhorse, you felt like a genius, and then you quickly realized, hey, this isn't really what the stock market is. And there's a lot of other stuff going on here at the time as well. So maybe walk us through a little bit of that of that journey of, you bought Workhorse, you thought you were a genius, and then you went ahead and you started to do your podcast, and then you started to go on this, this journey of like self-discovery as a trader and everything else. What are some of the ways that once you learned that, hey, I have the potential to be a little bit greedy or fearful or impulsive or this or whatever, what are some of the some of the challenges that you went through and how did you overcome them? Because I want to stress this, and Mike, maybe you can speak on this for a second, but you know, trading is probably, you know, in my opinion, something like 75 to 80% mental, and the rest of it is going to be what it is that you learn. But controlling your emotions is probably the most important thing when you are trading or investing or anything like that. And Mike, if you want to just...
Yeah, I got to tell you, I could not have described the markets and your answers that you just gave any more perfectly. Like I wish I was writing all of that down, because you everything that you say, I just want to, like, I wanted to reach through the screen and like hug you, like, yes, that's exactly how trading really, really is. And it really is 80% of it is mental. And I tell people all the time that technical analysis, like when you're looking at a chart, at first, when you don't know what you're doing, it's intimidating. All these colors and these bars and these shapes and lines and numbers, it's intimidating. But when someone explains to you what all of this means on a chart, most people can understand it to a point where, okay, that makes sense. I get it. This is what this means. And technical analysis can get you to a point where you can stop just endlessly and consistently losing money. But if you want to become consistently profitable in the market, it is not about technical analysis. It's about everything that goes on up here. And you are 100% right that it's the hardest work that you are going to do is battling yourself, being self-aware, and really truly being honest with yourself about the emotions that cause you to make decisions that you will regret later on. Because I always tell people that when you trade with emotions, you make mistakes. When you make mistakes, you lose money. So it's very, very, very well said, everything that you just said before. And yes, Adam, 100%, man. 80% of this game is mental.
Okay, so walk us through what was some of your experience like? What were some of the struggles, and what did you do to overcome that?
So when I first started, I paper traded for a little bit, and actually, my strategy when I first started trading was I just wanted to short penny stocks. Nice. And I paper traded. I bought Kodak. I shorted Kodak at like $9 and then kept that short open overnight. And obviously it like just got destroyed. And I was like, okay, well, that didn't work out well. I think I'm ready to start trading now. Called TD, funded my PDT account. I was like, all right, I'm ready to start shorting. And they were like, you have to have $100,000 to short penny stocks in TD. Can we go ahead and get the rest of your account funded? And I was like, no. So I had to learn how to long penny stocks. And like the name of my podcast is Penny Lane. I only wanted to trade penny stocks. Immediately looked on Twitter for people to follow and people to learn from. Got into probably the most popular Discord of all time and felt like the biggest loser at the biggest party that's ever happened in the world. Like all around me, people are making insane money, and I could not make it work. In the biggest bull market ever, I couldn't make money following other people's calls. And that was a hard thing to learn. It was really, really hard to learn that there was no easy way to make money. And then went on a real journey of self-discovery. So I'm 2 years in, and it feels like 10 years, but started trying to teach myself how to trade and have gone through. I basically looked everywhere on the internet for someone to teach me how to trade, only to kind of learn that the answer was like in me all along, which I know is real corny to say, but I was on an endless pursuit for the answer. And it was that endless pursuit of the answer that sort of led me to the podcast, really. I wanted someone to give me the secret.
And you found out that the secret was just putting in the work.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's supposed to be that. It's supposed to be a cheat code in this.
Right.
Right.
You're like up, down, down, left, right.
Right. Yeah, like option, future, long, short, and then you're scoring.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, no, that's rough. And you know, look, it's, you know, we say this all the time, right? You know, True Trading Group is a platform. We do have alerts in True Trading Group, but that's not why people should join, right? You know, just because somebody has an alert or a high win rate, if you don't have your plan for entry or exit, or know, you know, or know how to move in and out on your own, you know, you can get stuck. Just because somebody, you know, somebody else has the plan that you're trying to follow along, you know, you could follow an alert as long as you have your own plan going into it, right? If not, I could sell you some scratch off cards instead of memberships on here, and you'll probably have better odds, you know?
There's also the individual aspect of every trade. So you might give me the absolute perfect entry on something. It's up to me to figure out the position size in what portion of my account I want to use on that trade, what I want to risk on that trade, what's the tolerance for me of how much I want to lose, how much I hold on to it. Like it, I mean, you might be given the answer, but you don't know how to take the test too. So alerts are only as good as the trader, honestly, in my opinion.
Okay. So what, so from the start of COVID till now is quite a bit of time. Did you blow up an account? Did you lose a bunch of money? What was kind of your progression? And maybe even talk about what was like kind of your lowest point. Like why, you know, did you come close to quitting? Obviously we know you didn't. Why didn't you quit? Right?
Mm-hmm. I didn't quit because I love trading as much as I've loved anything in my life. I like genuinely, truly, truly love it. I did not blow up an account, but I did lose a lot of money. I mean, I funded that original PDT account and then went through this awful thing of falling below PDT and then refunding the account to get me back over PDT. And then the next day it would fall below. I mean, it was just sick, like horrible thing that I did. I lost a lot of money, and unfortunately it was money that I couldn't really afford to lose. Certainly not even close to like break even. But I have maybe, what people would call like an undeserved confidence in myself. Like it never occurred to me that this was something that I couldn't do or couldn't figure out. And I think that I did have like a pretty bad rock bottom moment, which is the day that I spoke to Jason. And the day that happened, I had made so I had to stop trading small caps. I switched to options at the beginning of January this year. I had made a lot of progress trading options. I had put together a couple of green days in a row, nothing as consistent as I'm doing now. And I had one day where I traded all by myself and got my first 100% runner that I called by myself on AMD. I was so incredibly proud of myself. I was up $800 or $900. Like it was a great day. And I saw a notification that I hadn't turned up pop up on my screen of someone who had bought options in Ford. And I thought that I trusted that person's opinion more than my own. Followed that person's call and lost everything that I'd made that day. And that was my rock bottom. It wasn't a massive loss. I ended the day negative $100, like no big deal. But that was the day where I was like, I can't continue to rely on somebody else.
Yeah.
It was not a money thing that broke me. It was a me thing that broke me.
Yeah, it was like the first time that you truly believed in in your ability and put in the work, and you were successful. And it's frustrating. I think we've all been there in some way, shape, or form, where everyone, no matter what industry you're in, whether it's trading or whatever, has somebody that they look up to that has more experience than them, or something that they aspire to be, and there's always a day that comes where you want to trust yourself, and then you do, and then it's just it can be frustrating. So yeah, I get it, and I think everyone in here gets it too. So what happened? What happened after that?
So I'm on a group text with Jason and texted, like, I think I want to jump off a cliff. Like, this is as bad as it can be. And he was like, well, call me. And I was like, I can't call you right now. I'm crying. And he's like, that's the time when you should call me. But anyway, I ended up being able to stop crying, and we talked on the phone for a long time. That was a Friday. I wasn't feeling particularly better after that. I was just in a terrible, terrible place. And then we talked again later on in the weekend, and I was like, the thing I want most in trading is to be able to like rely 100% on myself, which is when Jason said, well, why don't you try to make $50 a day on Apple for 2 weeks? And I'd heard of people doing that before. And honestly, as just crappy as it sounds, I thought I was too good to do it, right? I've made thousands and thousands of dollars in a day before. And I was like, I don't need that. Like, I'm better than that. Turns out I wasn't better than that. And I was also so humbled at that moment that I was willing literally to do anything. So anyway, that's where I am. I'm on that journey.
Well, also there was also rules,
right?
So there was very strict guidelines for her in doing this. It was a max loss of $25, and you have to do it for 2 weeks consistently until you can graduate to the next level. And by doing the $50 a day, it's to teach you patience and position sizing, and then teaching you when to stop. And so what I told Penny was, if you try and do this, you're going to find that some days you're going to make more than $50. Like some days you'll make 75, some days you'll make 100. And then she's like, well, what? So she'll send me a text. She's like, I did it. She's like, can I keep going? I'm like, no, you're done. Now, just watch the market. Now you're gonna, now you're studying the movement. But I thought it was really good for Apple because it's a stock that everybody really should know and understand, because it's the most widely held company in the market, and it has such an impact on the S&P and the Qs and pretty much everything else. So how did it go on those, after your first 2 weeks?
It's really been.
Oh, one second. Penny, do you see the thing? Do you see your screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay, it's gone now. All right,
Okay.
I had no idea what that was, but it's gone.
I actually was doing a podcast right before this talking about Apple, and that the person I was interviewing ended up asking me about how it was going. And I now have up on my screen every day, I have 6 tickers. I have SPY, QQQ, VIX, Apple, Microsoft, and Lucid, only because it's my favorite stock and I refuse to not watch it. But those are my stocks on my screen. And by looking at it so much, I have found this kind of strategy of, if SPY and the Qs are strong and VIX is failing and Apple hasn't responded yet, I can, or the opposite. But if Apple is lagging those indicators, then it's a really good chance to go kind of heavy and scalp, because it's going to sort of like be pulled up or pulled in that direction. And that's how I've made the money every single day, is to just wait for that lag time, which I now believe is like an edge that I have in the market. It's something very specific I'm looking for. And of course I like use levels or whatever, but I never knew when people would be like, find an edge. I was like, yeah, sure, I've got an edge, but like that like was meaningless to me. But sort of that higher level of seeing how all of those things work together and how you can go in. And I was actually, I said I wanted to be on PGIR, and I was on PGIR this weekend and was talking to them about how important it is to not be a victim of the market, but to go in and find your thing and make it work for you. And like, I'm going to take this tiny little thing and then I'm going to leave. And I never would have possibly been able to know that or find that out without doing it. Was that the question you asked me?
Kinda. I mean, it's your interview. Like, you can deviate however you want.
I feel like I got kind of lost in my own thought.
I wish that there was some sort of online platform where people could pay a nominal amount of money to have a mentor like Jason the Wolf, for a whole year.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That would be fantastic. Speaking of which, like I said, I don't want you to sell us or anything like that. I just want, honestly, what has your experience been with True Trading Group, and has that experience helped you in your journey? And let's leave it there.
I'll be totally honest with you. I sort of got into True Trading Group at a time when I was sort of at information overload, I would say. And I like the platform. I like the different traders. There's a ton of value, and I've very much been a part of the community, but I enjoy all of that and have learned a lot. But I was not at a place in my own life where I could really, I like a give and take with the community. And that is something that I like to add value. And that was something that was very, very important to me. And when I joined, I wasn't personally at a place where I felt like I could get into that kind of relationship. And the way I've been able to do this Apple challenge is literally by shutting everything down. It's just like me and the screen. So I have not been as active in the last 3 weeks. And honestly, my hope would be that I could finish this challenge and come back as like a whole, confident, full trader and be able to put in and take out as much from True Trading Group as I want. You know what I mean? I just came at a real broken time for me.
Right. You end up with the tools, and then still using the trader psychology course and all that stuff, but tune out kind of everything else. Just use the knowledge to just keep moving forward. Yeah, that's
sure.
Yeah, that's
I'll give you an interesting fact. So True Trading Group right now has, just under 9,500 members. We're quickly approaching 10,000, and there's roughly throughout the day, the peak is like 3,200 at once, but throughout the day, unique people in the chat about 4,500. That means that there's probably a lot of people that sign up for True Trading Group, thousands of people that go through the courses, use the tools and do the things they need to do, but maybe don't want to be in the chat, during the day, because maybe they want to take the knowledge that they get and the information and some of the guidance from mods like Jason and other people, and really kind of internalize that. Everyone learns and functions differently, you know, and yeah, no, so I definitely wanted your honest opinion for sure. You know, I think that's one of the reasons why we've built such a great community here is that, you know, first of all, this is the, you know, this, you know, we joke and say this is the world's best infomercial, but we call it like an edumercial now. Because but I say that because, you know, we built our community around being transparent and around, you know, I don't want you to come on, you know, I don't want people to come on here and say, oh, I'm doing great only because of True Trading Group, only because of this, because these are real people on here. I want them to know what, you know, what Penny did, who is a real person, you know, what she did to, you know, get to where she's at. And I'm grateful that True Trading Group and you know, and Jason and us had whatever role we had in that, you know. And I think that that's what's important. And I think the takeaway here should also be something like, hey, if you're just starting out and you're gonna, you know, try and get into trading, like maybe it's not the best idea to fund a Robinhood account and like, you know, follow everyone on Twitter blindly. You know, like that's probably not your best bet. Could you go ahead and follow people on Twitter and eventually figure out who's full of crap or not? Sure. Will that cost you money? A hell of a lot more than a membership will, you know? Could you go on YouTube and Google, you know, and search for all the terms and everything that you know, could do? And could you teach yourself? Absolutely. Would it take you 10 times as much time and you'd have to siphon through who's full of crap and who isn't? Absolutely. So, you know, there's you know, there's a lot of experience that you gave out tonight that I hope people were listening to, and I hope people, you know, really internalize, because you know, there was a lot that was said. So, you know.
Yeah, and she's doing great. You know, like at the end of the day, you know, as long as she's like following the plan, you know, and cutting out those parts of yourself that are really going to hurt you while you're trading, then I'm completely like, she doesn't have to come to chat for a month. You know, I mean, she's got 6 weeks on this plan that I got her on at least, and that's perfectly fine. You know, like I'm more interested in the progress that she's making than, you know, than really anything else. And it's been really fun to watch. And I see a lot of people like on her Twitter, because, you know, also one of the things, guys, if you check out her Twitter, she posts every single day her P&Ls, you know, like trading Apple, trading Apple, trading Apple. Okay. And, you know, that's a good day, bad day. And you can go back. This is really important when you're trying to gain that confidence down the line.
Yep. All right. Penny, I thank you very much for coming on. That was awesome.
Oh, such an honor.
I told you 20 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. So
I soapboxed it, so that's my fault. Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Penny. Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, take care.
That was awesome.
I'm like blushing. I'm like so happy for her.
Keep in mind, the person that gave her the plan is a partner in True Trading Group and is one of the trading mods in chat, and will be more than happy to work with you and help you create your own plans.
Yeah.
So all of this is part of our membership. And Jason, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course, baby.
You know,
memberships, don't go anywhere. Mike's going to go ahead and what's the guy's name that sells the ShamWow?
No idea.
ShamWow guy. I don't know.
Yeah, Mike's going to ShamWow you guys.
He is going to ShamWow you. And
He's
I'm
going to
sure
share value for, for like 10, 15 minutes. Then we're going to get into AMC, GME, overall markets, and how we plan on making money tomorrow. Do not go anywhere. Thank you, Jason. Why won't this work?
Yeah, I just love how I love how just touching upon Penny real quick, folks. I just love how brutally honest she is, not just with all of us here on the live stream, but brutally honest with herself, and how humble that she is throughout this entire process. And the things I want you to really take away from some of the things that Penny had said is, specifically with there not being an easy way out, there not being a secret, there not being some special little, code to cut corners and get rich quick. It's going to require some effort from you to actually learn this skill. And that's what this is. It is a skill. It's not a get rich quick scheme. And just like any other skill in the world, like anything else that you're ever going to excel at, it's going to require some effort from you in order to excel at it. Trading is no different from that, but the self-awareness and the self-honesty that Penny displayed with the help of, going through a plan with Jason, I think plays probably the biggest part in her turnaround and the success that she's now having today, and really focusing on the emotional control and the psychological aspect of trading. And that is something that you guys will learn as a member of True Trading Group. It's actually we actually have two separate courses, two parts of it to our trader psychology courses in the curriculum. And we've surveyed our members, and the number one most common answer for their favorite course is trader psychology. And without it, you will never succeed. All right. That is my opinions on that. So again, big thank you to Penny for joining us here today on this live stream. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Some real realness, some on our live stream here with Penny. That was really awesome and a lot of fun. I don't want you guys to go anywhere, okay? Because in just a few moments, we have a lot to discuss. A triple-digit gain in a 24-hour period for TeachD members. We're going to talk about that. That's a swing trade that if you caught my live stream yesterday, then you'll know exactly what that stock is. That's another reason why if you didn't catch it, you've got to subscribe. You got to turn on your notifications. You never want to miss evidence, because I told you yesterday what I thought this one in particular stock was going to do today, and we were spot on, and members caught a triple-digit gain on that. But trade's not over. Trade's still open. We took some profit off today. We're still in it. I'll talk to you guys about that. Then we got to talk about AMC and GameStop. Stocks going absolutely bonkers today. GameStop up about 50%. Okay, GameStop up about 50% today. AMC not too far behind it. Are the meme stocks back, or is this just a short-term dead cat bounce, or is there some juice behind this move? We're going to talk all about that here today on this live stream in just a few moments. But first, I'd like to see who is on the live stream right now that is not a member. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, do me a favor, folks, and type the number 1 in chat right now. All right, we got Nick. Yeah, don't be shy, folks. If you're not a member, just go ahead and type the number 1. We got, Silk City Brothers, welcome back. I remember you from the live stream just the other night. We got Jesse Henderson. We got Charlene Houston. We got Bijer Sorensen. We got Savvy Cavi. We've got Ray Yates. We got Buck. Ubada Abasi. James G. Diddy. We got Tommy Fiona W. What? All right, guys, everyone typing the number 1. We got Matt Jack McGregor. Guys, excellent. All the people typing the number 1. Seriously, folks, welcome, welcome, welcome. What I'm going to do here real quick, just for a few moments, I will explain to you how you can join the TeachD platform. There are specific discounts and incentives that expire at midnight tonight that I will share with you all. And then we're going to get into AMC, GameStop. Is this the start of another short squeeze, or is this just a dead cat bounce? We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to recap the trade that we were in yesterday into today that members caught a triple-digit gain on. And then we'll tell you what I think that means going forward for that individual stock, for AMC, for GameStop, but also the overall markets. We have a lot to unpack. Let's get right into it, folks. I want you to think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities, because you pay one price, you get access to the core of everything that we have. There are no upsells for courses and tools inside of True Trading Group. Okay, normally the price is $2,212. However, the next 20 people that go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121 at checkout will receive a 45% discount. That brings the price down to just $1,217 for the year. And as a special way of saying thank you, the next 20 people are going to get a brand new free laptop to trade with and 2 free small private study groups. Okay, guys, the $1,217 price point was actually supposed to go up from last night into today. But since we had such a big win today in chat, we're going to celebrate that with giving people one more day before that price goes up. All right. So again, you can go to ttgoffer.com, use the coupon code TTG121. And Adam was so pissed off that I made him buy laptops yesterday that he gave me literally a guilt trip for the entire day today. Literally. He called me. He literally called me at 7:30 this morning and sounded exactly just like that. He then called me again at 9. He called me again at 11. He called me again at 2:40. And literally the entire day made me feel miserable for making him buy laptops yesterday. So I said, Adam, if I get laptops today, will you stop calling me and crying on the phone? He said yes. So because of that, I am now also going to be personally buying 20 laptops for the next 20 people that join the TTG family. So go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. You get the 45% discount and also the free laptop, but you're also going to get 2 small private study groups. That's going to be a chance for you to get some individual attention that you need to help you become successful, kind of like some individual attention that Penny got from Jason to help her kind of turn things around. At TTG, we combine a professional trading curriculum that's both in-depth and complex, yet it's very easy to understand and implement quickly. Whether you've never traded a stock a day in your life or you're a pro looking to gain an edge, the TTG curriculum can help you reach goals that you never thought were possible. We pair that with premium investing tools from today's top fintech companies that if you purchased on your own would be worth over $4,000 to $5,000 a year. As a member of TTG, you are getting access to the tools and resources that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. You're getting access to tools from Benzinga, TradingView, Quote Media, CBOE, Polygon, Trade Ideas, and more. And then to top it all off, you're becoming part of a community of now near 10,000 members that are active, educated, like-minded, and helpful, that are led by TTG's team of full-time trading moderators with over 100 years of combined trading experience that sports a collective win rate of just about 80% with a focus on stocks, options, crypto futures, day trading, swing trading, but also long-term investing. And at TTG, results matter. Your success and your results matter, not anybody else's. Not my success, not another moderator, not somebody on social media, your success, because my success does not pay your bills. And that is why we measure success through your P&L. And the proof is, the fact of the matter is that the vast majority of our members are making money and becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, folks, just pay attention and watch this. Now I'm speaking directly to members. If you are a member of the TTG family, very simple. I want to know if you're making money thanks to True Trading Group. And if you are, I want you to go ahead and type a $ right now in chat. Now, anyone that's not a member, my advice to you is to pay attention to how many people type a $ in the chat right now. All of these $ that are coming in the chat, these are TTG members telling you that they're making money and they're becoming better traders thanks to the TTG platform. They have the same exact excuses that you give yourself here today. They have full-time jobs. They have small accounts. They didn't know anything before they started. They've lost a bunch of money in the markets before. But yet here they are still telling you that they're making money with the TTG platform. You just heard me talk for about 5 minutes or so about how great True Trading Group is and why you should invest in yourself and invest in this platform to get access to the tools, resources, and education that professional traders use. Well, now you can watch as I put my money where my mouth is. because anyone that joins True Trading Group by midnight tonight, not only do you get a 45% discount, it brings the price down to $12.17, but not only do you get a free laptop, not only do you get 2 of those private study groups, not only do you get all of our courses and tools and resources, but I am going to give you double your money back at the end of your membership if you do not make back your $1,217 at least once by the end of your TTG membership. All you need to do is go through the courses, pass the quizzes, and attend 1 private study group. That's it. Do those 3 things. And if you do not make the $12.17 back at least once during your membership, I will give you double your money back. I'm dead serious. I'll give you back $2,434. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. Your results matter. It is not enough for me to just say, oh, well, I'm a good trader. I made money, so therefore, screw you. That's not enough. We have to be able to actually educate and teach you how to become profitable traders. And that is why the money back guarantee is based off of your P&L, not mine. It's not, oh, well, if I don't have a 75% win rate or higher, I'm going to give you your money back. Well, no, because I can still have that win rate. But if you don't make any money, we didn't teach you how to become profitable, then what good does that do you? Because my P&L is not paying your bills. Yours is. So if you do not make $12.17 back at least once, we will give you $2,434 back in return. I simply feel that if we're going to come up here every single night and we're going to tell you, oh, invest in the TT platform, the education, the tools, we can help you, then we need to put that money up to ourselves. So go to ttgoffer.com right now. The price is going to say $22.12, but you have to enter the coupon code TTG121, click enter. You'll be able to fill out your info, check out. You'll be good to go. That'll get you down to the $12.17 price point. You'll see for yourself everything that I'm saying to you is on the website. There's no fine print. There's no microscopic, font that you guys can barely read that says something crazy. Everything I'm telling you is on the website that I'm telling you that you get here, and also you're getting even more. You'll know you're one of those 20 people that are getting the free laptop that I'm purchasing for you guys here tonight. You'll know you're getting one of those 20 laptops. As long as you see one in your checkout cart, that means you are good to go. As long as you see a laptop, you're getting one of the 20. So just go to ttgoffer.com right now. If you are still unsure about joining the TTG platform, we do have a 1-week trial. For that, you can go to ttgthree.com. That's ttg3 spelled out.com. It's only $3. Okay, you'll be able to trade with us for an entire week. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person so we can maintain the integrity of our chat room. All right, there's no automatic upgrade. There's no reoccurring payment. It is literally just a one-time payment of $3. Check us out. Be part of the family for an entire week. See what it's like being inside of the TTG family, and then you can decide if the TTG group is right for you. However, know this, you will not get the 45% discount if you go for the trial. You will also not get the brand new free laptop. But if you'd like to try us out for an entire week, you certainly can do so for just $3. Otherwise, you go to ttgoffer.com right now and use the coupon code TTG121 to get the 45% discount, the free laptop, the 2 private study groups, and the double your money back guarantee. Okay? Guys, this is dangerous. Adam just got this new soundboard. He's got all these little sound effects that he's throwing on here. He's having a great time tonight, but you guys are all get ready because I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of these as time goes on. It's the little things that bring my Adam joy. All right, folks. With that being said, now let's take things on over to the charts. All right, because now I'd like to cover the main topics of our live stream.
You talking to me?
I'd like to cover the main topics of our live stream here tonight, folks. And for that, let's pull up the charts and let's start to go over. We have a lot to cover, right? We've got AMC up 26%. We got GameStop up 50%. We got the SPY back above the 200-day moving average, right? We got a lot to go over. But first, I want to congratulate my TG fam that capitalized on the cybersecurity trade from yesterday into today. Congrats, all of you, whether you followed me on Palo Alto or you took the advice on CrowdStrike or the ETF hack, whatever it is. On yesterday's live stream, if you missed it, I came on this live stream yesterday and I told everybody on the live stream, I said, guys, I'm long Palo Alto. I believe today you had a White House briefing that mentioned very specifically that they highly recommend that companies and corporations bolster, their cybersecurity efforts because of impending and imminent cyber attacks coming from Russia. With that press conference, my thoughts were, okay, we're going to get a new news cycle now. This news cycle is going to be cyber attack, cybersecurity. And that news cycle, I think, is going to last for the next couple of weeks. And if you get cyber attack, this cybersecurity stocks should move higher. And I thought that they were going to have a nice bid underneath them. So what I did yesterday, and you guys can go back and watch that video from yesterday's live. But fortunately for you, I've got a video clip where I talk very specifically about Palo Alto, PANW. Now, Palo Alto, in my opinion, is the strongest of all of the cybersecurity stocks because it was trading just beneath its all-time high yesterday, just beneath it. So what I did was I went and I bought Palo Alto, and I said very specifically, I'm looking for this stock to not waste any time. I want to see the stock break right up through and get up to all-time highs today. I said that yesterday. Now, everyone inside of True Trading Group, what I do whenever I trade a large cap stock, okay, and to be fair, Palo Alto is a $500 stock. I understand a lot of people don't have the capital to trade shares of a $500 stock. So what do? Inside of True Trading Group, whenever I trade a large cap stock, I will always alert you to an option contract that will coincide with my trade of the large cap itself. So what I did was I told members, guys, I'm getting long Palo Alto at $571. If you want to follow me on this trade, I would suggest going after the April 8th expiration, $590 strike call option. At the time of that alert, that call option was trading at around $12 to $13 a contract. Today, that contract hit $32. That is good for a 150% gain in a 24-hour period. So congratulations, my TT fam that made money on this trade with me today. What I'd like to do for you guys real quick is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to play a clip. I grabbed the clip from last night's live stream. If you don't believe me, doesn't really matter. Just go back and watch the live stream from last night. But we grabbed the clip. It's only about 2 minutes long where I talk specifically about Palo Alto. And then I went on to talk about Hack, the ETF, CrowdStrike, Fortinet, Siren, a bunch of other cybersecurity stocks. But here you go, folks. A quick 2-minute clip from last night's live stream. Now we're going to go into a full position swing trade that I intend on holding for maybe 1 or 2 weeks. And that's Palo Alto. A Palo Alto, ticker symbol PANW. I'm long this, looking for this stock to get up here to new all-time highs, as I believe that we may have the news cycle be completely dominated by cybersecurity headlines over the next couple of days. President Biden today very specifically said that he highly suggests that companies bolster their cyber security efforts in lieu of some cyber attacks coming out of Russia. If we are going to continue to hear about cyber attacks over the next couple of weeks and the news cycle is going to be dominated by that discussion, that could give a bid to all your cybersecurity stocks. Like I said, I understand Palo Alto is a very expensive stock. So whenever I buy an individual stock, I will alert you to an option that you can follow along on that trade with me. So when I went after and I bought Palo Alto, I'll give you guys my exact entry here, $571.44. The stock's currently trading at $578. I alerted members that if you would like to follow me on this trade, you can go after April 8th expiration, $590 strike call option. At the time, those options were around $12, $13 a contract, 12 or 13 bucks. And again, I'm long from $571.44, but that's the option that you can look for. My stop loss is going to be below 560, down around 558, 557, or so. I'd like for us to not really waste any time here and just really get moving up towards all-time highs is really what I'm going to be looking for. My first take profit will be up there in front of the all-time high, which is currently 599 is your all-time high. I think in the next couple of weeks, I don't think this happens in one day, but in the next couple of weeks, I think the stock is over 600. I think you can see 610, 615 in the next couple of weeks, and that would give us another absolute home run of a trade if we can get that type of an extension.
Boom!
Congratulations, guys. Palo Alto. There it is. Okay. Literally exactly what you just heard me say on last night's live stream is literally what just happened today. Now, I think I wasn't even, we got a lot higher today than even I was expecting. We got to 609 today. Okay. So we got to 609. My target for this is like around 615 to like 620. Depending on the news cycle. So we really got to kind of play this based on news cycle, but we're being prudent today. We took some profits off on this position. I took profits off on this trade up around 606. Okay. Everybody welcome Kevin. Kevin is the newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Kevin. That means that there's just 19 of those laptops left. Everybody welcome Kevin. Guys, just go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code TTG121. Everybody welcome Kevin. Okay. Everybody welcome Kevin. Folks, if you have any questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. Again, that's 201-775-9702. If you guys have any questions about the membership or you're having a difficult time signing up, but everybody can welcome Kevin. Okay. So as I told you guys yesterday, that I was looking for us to get up over 600. We did that today. So I was actually a little surprised it happened today. I thought maybe today we would have got to like 590, 595, and then maybe, consolidate for a day and then break through highs and extend up to 610. We did it in one day. So very, very big move.
671 Lincoln Boulevard.
Very, very big extension candle today to new all-time highs. Let's go back full screen on the charts, guys. Okay. All right, so there you have it. Okay, so there's Palo Alto. So Palo Alto, on that break and extension to new all-time highs today, I took profits off the table, right? How could we not? Okay, how could we not as I get this big, strong candle today? So profits were off the table. And my first take profit was right in front of that all-time high. Now let's go to the 3-minute chart just so I can break it down and I can show you guys. Okay, so the first take profit was right off that opening bell push. I sold a little small piece of my position. Then as we broke up and extended up there to that's a fresh new all-time high. That was the second piece of profit off the table. So let's make these a little bit larger just so you guys can see, for those of you that are following along with the trade. There was the entry. Okay, this was yesterday's entry when I told you guys in the live stream. There is my first take profit. There is my second take profit. And I am still long this position as we currently sit 597.
House of pleasure.
So as far as support levels, I'd like for the stock to stay above 580, 578. So what I'm basically going to do now is kind of move my stop loss right up to around this level that you guys see right here. If we have a little bit of a red day, not going to worry about it because over the next couple of weeks, I am going to look for Palo Alto to continue this climb as cyber attacks and cyber security start to dominate the news cycle. And that's really what I am looking for. I'm looking for every single day that you pull up CNBC. I'm looking for CNBC to be talking about cybersecurity. Every time that you hear a White House press briefing, I want to hear people talk about cyber attacks and cyber threats coming out of Russia. Today, Okta, ticker symbol OKTA, recorded a cyber attack. I'm looking for on a weekly basis, almost seemingly every other day. I want to start to hear news from individual companies about a cyber attack or an attempted cyber attack. And if that news cycle rolls for the next 2 weeks as tensions between the United States and Russia continue, I would look for these cybersecurity stocks to continue higher. Okay, so I am still long Palo Alto, but we're being prudent. New all-time highs today, took profit off the table, profit in my pocket. It's the safest place for it to be. We're going to look to see over the next couple of days, next 1 to 2 weeks, if this stock can continue higher. If Palo Alto is too rich for you, there is another option that's a lot cheaper, and that is ticker symbol HACK. HACK is an ETF. Okay, it is a cybersecurity ETF that actually has an inverse or reverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, I talked about this last night on the live stream right after I told you guys about Palo Alto. There's your left shoulder, there's your head, there's your right shoulder, and then there is your neckline. If we can get over that neckline, you could see HACK make a move up to the low 60s. You also have ticker symbol BUG. BUG. This is another cybersecurity ETF. This one's only $31 a share. Okay, so if you don't like Palo Alto, if it's too expensive, look at BUG, look at HACK. Also, CrowdStrike, FTNT, other cybersecurity names you can keep an eye on. Everybody welcome Matt, newest member of the TG family. Welcome, Matt. There's only 18 laptops left now. Go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. Everybody welcome Matt. Okay, everybody welcome Matt. All right. So that is the update there on the cybersecurity play. Congratulations, my TG fam, all of you that capitalize on this. Guys, if you made money with cybersecurity stocks, I want to know about it. Also, a small cap cyber name you can keep an eye on is Cyrn, CYRN. I don't like this anywhere nearly as much as I like the large caps, but you guys can keep an eye on Cyrn and also IRNT. IronNet is another cybersecurity name, small cap. IRNT, CYRN, a lot cheaper options, but again, not anywhere near the caliber and quality of company as a Palo Alto, a CrowdStrike, a Fortinet, ticker, the ETFs like BUG and HACK. You can look at those. Great. How great are those ticker symbols though for cybersecurity? One of them is named BUG. The other one is named HACK. It's actually incredible. All right, let's see. We got 49%. Yes, I love it. Look at all these people that are telling me they commented, ripped it in chat. I love it. Congratulations, guys. Bro, Blaze Judd, I see your question. Stop asking the question 500 times. I will get to the SPY. Okay, I will get to the SPY in just a moment. First, let's, so there's cybersecurity. We just finished up with that. Okay, there's cybersecurity. Now it's time to talk about AMC and GameStop. Okay, we'll talk about AMC and GameStop. Stocks lit up the board today. GameStop is the one that's leading the way. GameStop up 52%. Stock is exploding after hours as Mr. Cohen, Ryan Cohen, actually just sent out a tweet at 6:22 p.m. that said very specifically, I put my money where my mouth is. That is the tweet that Mr. Cohen put out. But why did GameStop explode like this in the first place? Okay, why did GameStop explode like this in the first place? So for those that don't know, there was an SEC filing where Ryan Cohen has purchased an additional 100,000 shares of GameStop, which brings his ownership of GameStop up to 11.9%. Okay. So RC Ventures, which is Ryan Cohen, RC Ventures now owns 11.9% of GameStop. And then you get the tweet that says, I put my money where my mouth is. And that is why GameStop is absolutely exploding to the upside. Okay. Exploding. Now, the question that everyone has for me is, is this now going to give you the mother of all short squeezes? And I believe that that answer is no. So my thoughts are that the move that you're seeing in GameStop, I think it does have a little bit more legs to it. The volume that you saw come in today, the volume you saw come in today is absolutely huge. Okay, guys, no, we're not getting hacked live. These are sounds that Adam is playing in the background. I know the quality of it is terrible, and many of you can't even make out what the sounds actually are. But Adam has a new toy, and Adam is playing with these new sounds that we get. Okay. But these are sounds that our producer, Adam, is making behind the scenes. Okay. So I think that GameStop could continue higher. There's going to be a lot of resistance once you get up to 160, 170, but I do believe that you can go a little bit further with GameStop, 160, 170. But to think that you're going to see GameStop back at 300, I do not believe that that's going to be the case. I think that you're going to need more than just Ryan Cohen buying shares in order for GameStop to get back up into the 300s. You're going to need a real significant change in fundamentals, pivot in the company's business model, and real fundamental developments that are newsworthy that would cause the market cap of this company to increase that much. You're not in the environment you're not in a market environment now like you were back in 2021 when GameStop went to 450, when AMC went to 70. You're not in that market environment right now. You know, Penny was talking about that very early on in our live stream when she was discussing that you're in a different environment now. You're in a different market now than you were in 2021. And that is true. And that's the case. And I do not believe that you're going to see GameStop back up at 300. If you were a long GameStop at, I would be looking to take profits off around 160, 170. And then you're going to look at a pretty heavy level of technical resistance up in that area. And that's what I would be looking for. Okay. And I'll draw a line for you and I'll just draw it out for you guys right here. This level right here is where I would expect GameStop to encounter a little bit of a resistance. You still have, so we're at 143. So you're looking at, you still probably have about $15, $20 of upside still from this area, but you'll see previous support back here, right? You see this previous level of support, then we broke beneath it, then it very definitively became resistance. And then you also have the 200-day moving average that is also sitting at that level as well, that yellow line. So that level is going to be a pretty tough area of resistance. So if you guys are long GameStop from today, I would say that area right there is a beautiful place to take profits off the table, as I do not believe that a mother of all short squeezes is coming soon. I believe that that's going to be a tough little area of resistance. But we've got to see, what other news releases come out from the company. That's yet to be seen. That's what I'm saying. Like, the point that I'm making is based on this news, just Ryan Cohen buying more shares, my opinion, no, that's not enough to get the stock to go back to 300. You're going to need some significant piece of news within the company and the company's business in order for the stock to get there. Okay. So there you have that. That's GameStop. And AMC is just literally following behind GameStop. They trade in tandem, they trade together. But the real catalyst is GameStop. The real catalyst is Ryan Cohen with GameStop and the meme stocks. But AMC is just, AMC is the epitome of the meme stocks. AMC, GameStop, when one moves, they tend to follow. And AMC, similar 27% gain today. AMC has a very tough level of resistance around $21. And you guys can see very clearly as I draw this line for you out on the screen, very, very clearly, previous support, then became resistance. And now we are knocking on the door of that level right there. If AMC can get through that level, you do have some resistance at 24, which is going to be previous resistance from early January and also the 100-day moving average. Okay. But I don't believe that AMC is going to have a wild move like GameStop. Okay. Guys, we do this every night. Guys, we do this every night, okay? And Adam works his ass off for all of you. So let's control the negative comments. It is all in good fun, okay? That man busts his mother effing ass so that you guys have the tools and resources and seamless platform that can help you become better traders, okay? So let's be a little bit more appreciative of the people that give you the things that will benefit you. All right, so that's AMC and GameStop. Now let's move on to the SPY. Okay, as the SPY has now gotten above the 200-day moving average, which is a tremendous feat for that stock, for the overall markets to have done, for the SPY, which is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500. Your next level of resistance is now going to be up around these mid 450s. Okay, so you do have a little more upside still here. There were two levels of resistance on the SPY. One of them we broke through today. Your next one is going to be right around this purple line, which is this 100-day moving average. The 100-day moving average is a massive, massive level for the SPY. Previously, you'll notice that it was a level of resistance, right? You see that double top right there at that purple line. Prior to that, it was a very steady level of support. So this purple line is going to be absolutely crucial when the markets get up there and test it. And I feel like now that we broke above the 200-day, I feel like at this point, we've got to get up there and just knock on the door of that 100-day moving average before you look for a bit of a pullback. What I think is going to happen is that the markets are celebrating, the Fed giving you a 25 basis point hike. They are celebrating some clarity regarding the Fed, but they're mostly celebrating the fact that Jerome Powell said that he believes that the market could flourish, the economy rather could flourish in the face of monetary tightening. And I got to tell you, I think the markets kind of have this one wrong. I do not believe the markets go back up to all-time highs from here. I do believe that the SPY is going to pull itself back down into the low 430s. And I believe that the catalyst that could potentially shift the market sentiment, the market was bearish sentiment for the first 2.5 months of the year. And now you have 1 week of a bullish sentiment in the overall markets. And I believe the next catalyst that could reverse that sentiment could be the Fed minutes. The Fed minutes will be coming out in about 1.5 weeks, which is going to be where you're going to see the notes from the last Fed meeting. And those notes, and Jerome Powell hinted to this when he gave his press conference for the Fed meeting, when they announced a 25 basis point hike on Wednesday. When he did that, he said specifically in the minutes, you'll get information and details about their plan for balance sheet runoff. When you get the plan for their balance sheet runoff and quantitative tightening, when you get that plan and the market sees what's in those Fed minutes, they're going to see an extremely hawkish Fed. The Fed right now is more hawkish than anybody ever expected them to be. And they're the most hawkish Fed that we have had since going back all the way to the 1980s. No Fed has been as hawkish as Jerome Powell and the Fed is right now. Okay. And the markets, I think, are kind of ignoring that a little bit. And the more aggressive that the Fed is, the more chance you have of the Fed overshooting with rate hikes and then pushing the economy into a recession. What's happening now is that the markets are moving higher right now because the chances of a recession in 2022 have actually gone down, but the chances of a recession in 2023 have actually gone up. So you're getting there was money on the sidelines. Fund and asset managers were at a 20-year high of cash on the sidelines. So the amount of cash that fund managers had on hand was at like a 20-year high. A lot of that cash is being deployed as it looks like you're going to avoid a recession for 2022. But then now you have to worry about 2023 and the Fed potentially being too aggressive this year. So I still believe the markets are going to find resistance up there at that 100-day moving average. And then I believe you're going to get a bit of a pullback off of that level. And then the Fed minutes could be the catalyst that really pull the markets back into the 430s or the 4300s on the S&P futures, but 430, 435 on the SPY and get you back down into this region that you see down here. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. Those are my thoughts with regards to the overall markets, as I'm looking for resistance up there at that 100-day moving average. Everybody welcome Steven. Steven is the newest member of the group. That means there's only 17 laptops left now, guys. Welcome, Steven. Remember, folks, go to ttgoffer.com and use the coupon code TTG121. Okay. You also have Jerome Powell speaking to, Paulie. Paulie, you took the words right out of my mouth. Paulie said, panel on emerging challenges for central bank governors in a digital world. Jerome Powell. So yeah, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Really not, the topic is not really the economy, but talking about challenges that, the Federal Reserve faces as, with crypto and the digitalization of currency and all these other things. So you're going to get a lot of that tomorrow, but we'll see if he makes any mentions of policy or any mentions of the economy. Everybody welcome Kareem. Kareem's the newest member of the group. Kareem, welcome. Now there's only 16 laptops left. There is only 16 laptops left. Everybody welcome Kareem. All right, folks. So there you have it. There's my thoughts on the overall markets. There's AMC. There's GameStop. There's Palo Alto and cybersecurity. Great live stream. Congratulations, everybody. I love it. Today was a damn good one. And today was a great stream. Now, for those that are interested, Adam, we can switch me up full screen. For those that are interested, I'll actually show you guys now the TTG platform. So remember, folks, I want you to think of True Trading Group as the Netflix of trading communities, because you're going to pay one price. You guys get access to the core of everything that we have. Okay, so normally the price is $2,212. But the next 16 people, that go to ttgoffer.com and use the code TTG121, we'll get a 45% discount, brings it down to $1,217. You'll also get a brand new free laptop and 2 small private study groups. So allow me now, for those interested, to show you what the TTG platform actually looks like. Folks, you're going to be getting access, of course, to our daily trading chat room, where the mods and I share our screen and we're live on the microphone, calling out our trades in advance of making them. Just like I'm talking to you on the microphone now, we talk to you from pre-market all the way through to after hours. We're there with you the whole day, sporting a collective, just about 80% win rate. We're fully transparent. There's a trading journal on our website, tracks every buy and sell that the mods make, so you can see for yourself how you'd be performing if you followed along with all of our trade alerts. I already told you about those 2 small private study groups, a chance for you to get the individual attention that you need to become successful. You're also getting Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of our chat. If you went to Benzinga on your own, you'd have to spend $1,400 a year to get access to this news feed. It is included free with your membership to TTG for just $1,217, as is everything else I'm sharing with you on this live. You're also getting TradingView's premium charting software, one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. Yours free. The Trade Ideas scanner, again, industry-leading scanner, shows you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, and have a surge in volume. This way, we can make sure you always focus on the hottest stocks during the day. You get a simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money to practice what you're learning in the courses. Use it. Prove to yourself you can make money with fake money first before you risk your hard-earned cash. Then you get our own proprietary scanner that has the same functionality as FinViz Elite, for those familiar with that scanner, but ours actually lets you scan for crypto as well. You get real-time unusual options activity, as well as dark pool data, stuff that usually the professionals only have access to. Not anymore. Now you, the retail trader of True Trading Group, has access to it. This is how we level the playing field and empower the retail trader by giving you access to not just the education, but the tools that professional traders use to make better informed decisions. And you're going to be able to track all your trading by using our trading performance journal. This will allow you to track all of your trading, gives you statistics and data so you can see what you're doing wrong. Game changing when you're trying to make some adjustments. You're also going to get our social sentiment scanner. The social sentiment scanner scours through StockTwits, Reddit, and Twitter and tells you what stocks are being mentioned the most, so you can stay ahead of the crowd. Again, folks, all of this is included when you pay $1,217. Even if you never followed one single trade alert, even if you thought every moderator at your trading group was complete garbage, the value that you get in just these tools, because these tools would cost you about $4,000 to $5,000 a year, if you got them on your own. You're also getting access to unlimited analyst ratings. You will get a downloadable PDF report on any company you're interested in that will show you how many analysts have a buy, sell, and hold rating on the stock. You'll also get insider buying and selling information. This is really important information that can help you making your trading and investing decisions. Then you get our watch list and game plan. Every day, you'll know what stocks the moderators have their eyes on and how they intend on trading them. And then it's all about the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned that I worked at the fund in New York. There are no VIP pro level courses. Okay? Every single course we have is included with your annual membership for just $12.17. You get beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, you name it. It's all in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. All right, guys. The code word, I don't even know what the hell that is. The code word for tonight is Crake. No idea what this means. Guys, I don't know. I don't make these code words. Adam makes these code words. Guys, the code word for tonight is right there on your screen. CRAIC. Adam's probably laughing because I don't know what this word is, but
No, it's okay. So it's the Irish word for fun or enjoyment, which is what I was having tonight for a minute.
okay.
See what
And I
did
guess
there?
like in honor of St. Patrick's Day, I guess is.
I go to Urban Dictionary. I find funny but not too offensive words on there. Figure I'd make it interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, guys, if you're not a member, don't worry about this code word because this is for members. We do a lot of fun giveaways. We give away cash and electronics to members of the TeachD fam. And this is part of those code words. I believe, Adam, this is the fourth code word out of 12, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is.
So this is the fourth code word out of 12, folks. The code word for today is Crake, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's right there on
that is it.
All right, there it is. There's a code word for tonight. Moving on with what you get included with your membership, because on top of the courses, you also get access to our video library. The video library has webinars and workshops that we've conducted with members live, covering a variety of topics like how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO, how to trade during a market crash, how to build wealth in your long-term portfolio, just to name a few. Then as a member, you can actually attend all these workshops live, interact, ask questions. All right. And then guys, anything we add to the platform in the future, it's included. We don't ask you for more money. Just like when Netflix comes out with a new show, it's automatically included. They don't ask you for more money. Same goes with TTG. So folks, you got to ask yourselves if it's time for you to invest in something real, a platform with real value, with tools and education that real professional traders use to make better informed decisions. I can't promise you the world. I can't promise you you're going to make millions, fire your boss, buy a Lambo, and move into a mansion. But I can promise you a chance, a real chance at success, as long as you're willing to put in a little bit of an effort. I can promise you that I'll give you double your money back if you fail to make your 12-17 back at least once. I'll give you double that, $2,434. We can promise you that we actually give a damn about your success. And I promise you that the day you join True Trading Group is the day that our relationship begins. The ball's just in your court now. You saw me explain to you guys yesterday a trade that I was putting on for today. You saw that trade pan out. Anyone that followed the option contract from $12, $13 all the way up to $32 in just one day. Okay. You're getting the double your money back guarantee. You show you $4,000 to $5,000 worth of tools and resources that you have access to. You can get access to it all for just $12.17. What do you have to lose? I'm backing up your membership with a double your money back guarantee. That is literally how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. And your money back guarantee, it's not good for just 30 days. It's for the whole year. I assure you guys the price is going up tomorrow and the laptops will be finished. Okay, so that 1217 price point is good only up until midnight tonight. And if you guys want to claim that free laptop, you have up until midnight tonight. So just go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121. Otherwise, you can join our 1 week trial. You will not get a 45% discount. You will not get a free laptop if you go through the trial. But if you want to trade with us for an entire week, see what it's like and experience the TTG family, you can go to ttgthree.com and sign up for just $3. It's a one-time payment. There's no automatic renewal. There's no reoccurring payment, none of that. Okay. Tomorrow's got the potential to be insane, folks. Look at GameStop. Look at AMC. Look at the cybersecurity stocks. Tomorrow could literally be absolutely nuts. Get your butts in chat, at least do the trial so you can be in chat with us for the rest of the week and trade what is sure to be and has already started out to be a wild and crazy trading week. Get your butts in chat. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I hope you found this helpful. Go to ttgoffer.com if you have questions about the membership. Again, don't be shy. Send a text message to 201-775-9702. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Of course, smash that like button. Show us some love. And I'll see you guys in chat tomorrow. Later.